누르세요. 제가 도와드릴게요.
이제 안 나가면 나가면 딱 이걸로 나가면 일수이.
특히 미국행 항공기는 여객 여러분께서는 금지 물품을 소지하지 않도록
제가 먼저
Dobry, dziękujemy.
두 번째 기내식. 도착. 제가 2시간이나 먼저 도착해가지고 나탈리가 지금 급하게 퇴근하고 오고 있다고. So crazy.
Like you know my friend from Korea. Oh, thank you. Wow. And the weather is really great today.
Yeah.
It's like the best weather this year.
You look nice. Oh my god.
And I will put some Korean music on.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
This is nice. Are nice. 근데 Korean food.
Oh,
Yeah, I have Korean food. But it's nice. And I heard that.
Yeah, also. And And today, yeah, but today we can also.
With my best driver, she's so lovely and very sweet girl. Oh, and yeah.
Now I have to check, so we have to wait. I hope Maya is home.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not my territory.
Wow.
This side.
Okay. Yeah, I have a boyfriend. Just 1 hour.
1 hour in Poland, and she already has a boyfriend. I just can't.
That.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Dobra,
아무튼
ja
저는
cię zaktualizuję.
와서 산책하고 친구들이랑 커피 마시고 오늘은 저녁 먹고 쉬기로 했습니다. 오케이? 마야 스테. 마야.
I don't have so many trainings and I don't have so many opportunities to learn. It's getting cold, right?
Yeah,
bit.
getting cold. But it's okay.
So 2 pizzas and pasta, or 3 pizzas?
2 pizza.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be enough for 3 people.
Yeah. Okay, so the other one, quattro formaggi.
짠!
Jan?
Do you remember?
Not combe?
Nastrubia?
What?
Nastrubia!
How is it possible?
You're so good with Polish.
Yeah.
You should learn Polish.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I don't know, like maybe we can...
Maybe we can eat this first.
너무 예쁘다.
It's quite cold.
Yeah. Oh my god. Very nice.
Yeah.
어. 어머.
Yeah. Probably you've noticed that we use keys.
Yeah.
We don't have automatic
Wow. I
locks.
like it. Wow. Good morning. 아주 시차 적응을 다. 와우. 저 지금 폴란드 이제 2일차 시작하겠습니다. 어제 너무 잘 잤고 마야의 동생이랑 아침 먹기로 했거든요. 그래서 마야가 Okay.
It's working. Okay, no, it's not.
Okay.
First. Oh my goodness. It's good.
Yeah.
Sleepy baby. The others are recording. Here, I'm going to take it. Okay, and I was not able to find this, but I think we can have it here. Okay.
Not this one?
No. I
Okay.
Bo to jest hasło, to musiała być taka naklejka.
Aha, okay. Careful. No? No, I'm just saying careful because there are bikes.
Ah, careful. No, I said no.
You're like, no, I'm not going to be careful.
Yeah. Thank you. It's very soft.
Yeah. Good?
Good. Do you want it?
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Do you want some olives? I brought it from Spain.
It's okay.
Yeah? Okay.
From Spain?
With anchois,
What?
like with the anchois, like fish, inside.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, maybe I will focus on banana pancakes.
Okay. 지금 마야가 저를 위해 요리를 해주고 있습니다. 바나나 팬케이크.
안녕.
안녕. Say hello to my subscribers.
안녕 followers.
안녕 followers. Oh.
How do you? No, okay, no, I don't need that word. I was like, oh, I got to say followers in Korean word. I think
안녕.
this-
안녕 여러분.
여러분?
여러분.
Okay.
여러분 means everyone.
Ah, okay.
안녕 여러분.
안녕 여러분.
오케이. 지금 마야가 저를 위해 요리를 해주고 있고 저는 좀 쉬고 있습니다.
Okay. Let's start.
Good. 고마워. Do you know 고마워?
More?
Thank you.
Yeah. Like,
Thank you for.
I remember.
Yeah. 고마워. 네, 빈티지샵 마야 동생은 그 마야 말고 마야 동생이 핀란드에 있는 빈티지 좋아한대요. 그래서 오늘 빈티지샵 데려가 준다고 해가지고 갔다 와 보려고 합니다. 제가 아직 시차 적응이 다 되지 못해가지고 얼굴이 진짜 많이 부었는데 어쨌든 다녀오도록 하겠습니다. Let's go. 지금 저는 마야의 병원에 같이 가지고 있습니다. 뭔가 이런 거 해보고 싶었어요. 친구 기다리는 거? 친구랑 어디 같이 가주는 거?
Mamy chyba stąd siódemkę.
So cute.
I like the
yeah.
I would prefer them to be looser, to be honest. So yeah, I like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
so good, huh?
Yeah.
What did he say? Like,
Yeah. Where are you from? Do you have a boyfriend or husband?
what was great that most likely this is not a Polish person. Yeah, because this is not Polish type.
Why?
Yeah, this is like very. It would be like.
Hey.
You're okay.
It's Korean too.
Yeah, maybe that's why we like Korean.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, just stickers. You want one?
Is this coffee?
Oh, it's just I don't know what it is exactly, but I collect stickers.
Oh, me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's some artist.
And you will like this babes.
Oh my god. Hey.
This dog is like not really expressive.
Polish dog.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure if you like
He's Polish guy.
that.
This what is name?
Zapiekanka.
Zapikanka? Okay. This is
Not very popular.
uh-huh.
My mom
Oh, yeah.
made it a lot. Okay, no.
We made it a lot also.
Yeah.
True, but like different. Yeah, because
Not that big, maybe.
It's delicious. Yeah.
But mine is a bit salty. No, it's okay.
아. 와, 너무 예쁘다. 와. 와. 진짜 너무 예쁘다, 여러분. 자꾸 저를 보고 웃어요. 와. 소나,
I'm not recording yet. Yes, you are.
No.
Ah, wait, sorry. I was just holding like very.
Maya.
Normally, are you recording this way or this way?
Oh, this way.
What should I? Z tą ulicą. Ja idę tą ścieżką. A gdybyś była tutaj z kimś.
Oh, it's cool. 오늘은 폴란드 식당에 와서 친구들이 폴란드 전통 음식을 사준다고 해서 기다리고 있습니다. 열심히 주문하고 있어요. Yeah.
Jakieś tutaj mają nalewki. Możemy tam zaraz. Okay, and to drink.
Yeah, drink. Beer. Okay.
It's super polished, so.
And then I need some water.
Yeah. Tradycyjny schabowy wrocławski. Tak. Tak. I czy jest miksturowa? Niestety nie. Okej, to jaką spróbkę? Jaka jest najbardziej...
No to może ten kapuśniak. W sumie może jak nie będzie
Wydaje, że
smakować.
to jest spoko. Dobra, to kapuśniak.
This is delicious. Yeah.
This is really good.
Kapuśniak?
Yeah, you have to try.
Weźmy kawałeczek mięsa.
A jak yeah?
Onion soup? What? This is onion soup.
Good? You like it?
It likes